was going to invite you, if you're worried about your parking meter, I'm going to tell you a story. You are under no obligation to listen to my stories. We're not married. This is a song, and there's two parts of the story. I want the first part as short as I possibly can. Some songs I play that I would prefer not be shared out there in the world. There's a certain type of person when they hears that, they get really excited to film me and share it. Please don't be that person. I wanted to share this with the room. That's my feeling. I know seeing people laugh, they go, no, I can't actually mean that. This is not a released song. It's barely even a song. So this is what happened. Like, for these shows, I wanted to dig into some stuff that was special, so I got out. When I look at my notebooks, old ones, they're on a shelf, they're all crammed up next to each other. I think there's a Sunset Tree notebook, but there's like 5 of them. In part because my notebooks, like I write all kinds of things in them. They're not like sacred or anything. Like they have grocery lists, and they have set lists, and they have back then confirmation numbers for flights and stuff like that. But when I was writing that record, I was like, I'd be in vans or whatever. A lot of stuff was hatching out, you know. Stuff was going on in my mind, and it was funny because I say this a lot. I say it was funny. To me, it was funny. There's these set lists that say where we were playing that night, you know, because I hadn't started throwing set lists in the audience yet at that point. So it would say like, you know, Anacortes, Washington, and a bunch would be like half of We Shall All Be Healed, and then there's stuff that me and Peter used to just play as a duo because this was duo tour days, right? And then on the next page there'll be a lyric, right? And I saw this one this morning, and I said, I played that. I know I played that song, right? That was a song, right? I couldn't remember much about any melody, but I remembered sharing it. And so I went online, I looked at all the Mountain Blues databases, and there's no mention of it, right? And this was before I had started asking people to not tape things, because we didn't live in hell then, and we didn't all carry like computers in our pocket, and we had cell phones, but you had to top them up. I had one. I had a Virgin one. You had cute buttons that you pressed. So, but I remember I didn't have music for it, but I was going through a bunch of stuff on this tour, and I remember in Olympia, Washington, like it was weird because I wouldn't have remembered this if I wasn't playing the show tonight. So, oh, that's right. You were reading it as a poem. Right? And so they sure wouldn't do now because I have a band with me most of the time, and I think they would feel uncomfortable. And I think, you know, my mission used to be to entertain, but now my mission is to keep the guys comfortable. And so, but I looked at it, and the other thing about it was the ones that didn't make the Sunset Tree are the ones that I felt would make more people uncomfortable than happy. You know what I mean? It's like it's a gnarly record, but you don't want to be leaning in too hard into the ugly stuff. Except when people pay to get in the room.